Hi, and welcome back to Bedecked in the Burbs. I'm Beck, and on today's episode, we are at the Lakefly Writers Conference. I am here as an industry professional, and I'm going to meet with people actually in less than a half hour about how to stand out at events like this. I'm going to help people build their brand and build their style. So I'm going to tell you how that went, how that goes, and I'm going to keep an eye out for people throughout the weekend and give you some tips on how to stand out at events. So whether I do this vlog style or recap style, it might be a little bit of both, but come along with me because it's going to be a fun day and a half. I've been to this conference before. It's very good. So yeah, let's just get to it. I got to get in and hit up the registration desk and see where everything's at. So let's go. Okay, so this is what I wore for the conference portion of the evening. These slingbacks are 9 West via TJ Maxx. They're new. And actually it's funny because back to my what not to wear, wear whatever the F you want. They had one of the women on the show tried on these same shoes in the pumps version instead of the slingback version. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I have those shoes. Anyway, more details. A layered necklace look. This one's from Target. This one, I think I got secondhand. It's a locket. And then this one was Claire's. Alex and Ani stacked bangles with a Kate Spade one and just my watch from Fossil. And this was from the Loft Outlet. Kohl's, I think they're both 9 West. And the pants are Duluth Trading. They have some fancy stuff there every so often. They're very comfy though. Love this outfit. Felt very cool and powerful and knowledgeable in this outfit. So I don't think I can improve upon this tomorrow. This is as good as it's going to get. But we're going to try. We're going to see what we can do. Just finished day 1 of the conference. I have to get dinner somewhere because I'm very hungry. But I have a lot of things I want to accomplish tonight. This is my room. It's just the quality and it's nothing too fancy, but you know what? It's serviceable. It's fine. Just a typical, the only option they had was queen beds. So maybe I'll just like lay my clothes out on the second bed. So I'm utilizing it. Who knows? Anyway, my 2 sessions went really well today. I met with 2 fantasy authors. I started working on Pinterest boards for both of them, and then I offered to both of them, there's an outlet mall nearby, do you guys want to come shopping after and I'll help you shop or whatever for a new outfit. And the second woman took me up on it. So I just got back from shopping with her, and she said she hadn't bought anything for herself in years, like many, many years. And she had never heard of Torrid. I'm like, oh, you're gonna love Torrid. We'll be able to find you something cute at Torrid. And they have a Torrid outlet mall here in Oshkosh. And we did. We found her tons of cute dresses, a really cute top that's like perfect for her brand. It's gonna be perfect to layer with. Wide leg jeans, which is awesome. I love getting people in wide leg. My mission used to be blazers, and it still is. But now it's also wide leg pants. So got her in some wide leg jeans. They look great on her. And I got a pair of sunglasses because as she was checking out, I was looking around. So that was awesome. When she met me earlier, she said she likes snarky t-shirts. So she was wearing a snarky t-shirt, a drapey cardigan, and leggings, like workout leggings, and tennis shoes. So like I really should have gotten a before and after because this was a really great, impactful before and after. I have lots of plans I want to get done for the night, including there's a brewery here that I really like, that I would like to check out, that I've had from before. But they don't have any food, but there's also a brew pub that looks really good. But on the other hand, I could also just get something fast and then go back to the mall. But I also have to stop at a store to get like a few essentials, like a Target or a Walmart or something. So it's, let me check what the time, 5:45, which doesn't sound that late, but the mall's only open till 8. So I think I'm gonna find something quick to eat and then maybe go to the mall again and then find a store to get some essentials. So Yay! Day one was a success, and my table is very close to my friend Melinda Andrews' table. So that's always fun. We got to catch up. She's one of my writing besties. So yeah, I'm just gonna run my errands, do my things, and then I'm gonna just put some TV on, finish these Pinterest boards so I can send those out, and then get ready for day 2. Okay, so this lighting is atrocious in this hotel room, but here's the final look for day 2. This was voted on by people from Instagram. Wish I had a scissors to cut some of these straggly pieces on the bottom, but that's okay. I added the belt, thought that was a good look, matched the shoes. This blazer that I wore on my professional photos is from Kohl's, like the junior section or something. This top's from Anthropologie. It's this ruffle top and asymmetrical top. Jeans are from Madewell. I need to get a coffee. Belt, I do not remember where this belt is from, and shoes are Tory Burch via Divine Consign. Yeah, I'm super hungry and I need coffee, so I better go do that. Okay, so this is the end of the Lakefly Writers Conference, and I was gonna do this recap from my car, and then I'm like, why? You have a table, you have a nice setup, you have nice lighting, just do it here. Ooh, everyone is packing up. I'm distracted because I see a customer at my friend Melinda's table, and I don't know if I should run over and try to sell her books. So, oh, she's back. Okay, good. Okay, she's back. Recap of the weekend. I had 4 scheduled slots. Well, there were originally 6 slots for my one-on-one sessions, author styling sessions, and I took up the first slot because I wasn't going to get there in time. So I had 2 slots yesterday and 3 slots today. 1 slot today did not get filled up, so I had 2 slots today. I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. So I met with 2 women yesterday. It was really great. I really think I was able to give some good feedback to them and get some good suggestions. I feel like they both have a clear path forward. I sent them both Pinterest boards. And then today I was supposed to meet with 2 people. One person ghosted me. And the other person, it only lasted 20 minutes because it was a male writer, and I had looked at his Instagram. I'm like, I have a couple suggestions, so I went through my methods of consistency. He took some notes, and then I looked at his Instagram. I'm like, honestly, you have this hat, right? If you wear this hat, it's a fedora, you're gonna look like a mystery writer. So like 20 minutes in, we were kind of like, well, are we done? We figured it out. So we kind of called that one early. So I felt kind of bad that he got shorted, but it's a mystery writer. He has a fedora. Just put the fedora on. I did get to a couple sessions, not many. A lot of people stayed at their tables most of the time so they could sell books. I was wandering around a lot. I popped into some sessions for a while. I popped into a session about writing for middle grade versus young adult. That one was interesting. It was by a fantasy writer whose book I bought quite a few years ago for my daughter. So I think we still own it somewhere. This is at least 5 years ago that I bought this book from her. So that was cool. And then I also attended one on imposter syndrome. The Lakefly Writers Conference is always a good time. They always have really good information for not only writers starting out, but especially writers starting out, but also established writers. And the biggest thing about these things is networking, meeting people, whether you buy books or not, whether you speak or not, whether you even go to any of the sessions. Networking is hard for introverts, hard for me, very tiring, but very necessary. And it's a muscle you can exercise. So, oh, I didn't even tell you how many books I sold. I did not expect to sell any or many books today. I sold 1 Brit. I don't have any Brits left. 1 Brit, 1 Sharnita, and then 1 of each. Someone bought the whole series of Rock and Austin. So I sold 5 books today. For me, that's pretty good, especially since I wasn't at my table most of the time. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I will go into maybe more of my methods of consistency. I'll link to my previous episode where I covered that. But if you enjoyed this episode, give it a like, consider subscribing and turning on those post notifications so you can be alerted right when I post a new episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Bedecked in the Burbs, my vlog and recap. And I will see you next time for whatever I decide to deck out next. Bye. By the way, I just got another compliment on my blazer. I've gotten a couple compliments on my blazer and a couple compliments on my shoes within the last couple days. So, and I've given compliments too, by the way. The fantasy author I was talking about earlier was wearing a skirt with books on it, and one table, I said I was going to interview authors, but I'm sorry, I didn't. I was just really low energy today, so I didn't. There was even one author from who I have mutual friends with who I talked to in passing, but I didn't introduce myself. I just basically said hi when she stopped by my table. So I don't know if she knew who I was. But another author, and I assume her husband, they have like dinosaur children's books, and they had like these Hawaiian shirts. They were wearing Hawaiian shirts with dinosaurs on it. It was perfect, and their table was really exuberant, and like they were living their brand, and I complimented them on it too. So yeah, give compliments, get compliments. It's all good. Time to head home. Oh, these are my new glasses I got from Torrid. I think they're awesome. I wanted to get a coffee on the way out, and I saw there were 2 coffee shops super nearby, so I'm like, I'll just pop into one of those. The first one I popped into was the closest one to the hotel and conference center. It claimed on their sign, home to the best cookies ever. That is a very big claim, and that is a claim I needed to test. So I got in, and when I went inside, I saw how long the line is. This was not just a cafe. This was also a toy store. This was a gift shop. And they were also doing some sort of a wine tasting in there because there was a group with little wine glasses. So there was a huge line. And frankly, the cookies did look good. And cookies are one of my favorite things ever. But I just did not feel like waiting for the cookies. So I walked to the next coffee shop over, which was luckily very close. And this was like the polar opposite. So that place was a tourist trap, which I was all about. I would have totally wandered around the gift shop if I had more time and got the best cookies ever. But this coffee shop was like totally my kind of coffee shop. It's where I would take my laptop to go and write. It was super chill, super cozy. There were really cool looking baristas like behind the counter. Yes, this coffee shop I was all about, and I got my latte and headed home. I like trying the local places, so I wanted to report back in case you ever find yourself in Oshkosh.